So, James Cameron's been making some very strange comments recently. Now, I know there's going to be lots of people that just go, "We love you, James Cameron. You're the best. You know, I'll kiss your feet and suck your toes." Right? Like, I get that. But some of these comments are quite surprising, I think. Avatar: The Way of Water director, James Cameron, doesn't want to hear your effing whining about the 3-hour runtime. Because he compares long run times to movies to watching his kids binge watch things on streaming at home, where you can pause it and get up and eat and pee and drink and do things leisurely. Like, I don't think I've just sat there and watched 5 hours worth of something. I mean, maybe other people have. I haven't. Like, you know, within 5 hours, I'm going to need to have a piss, right? But this is a bit weird. And I don't know whether this shows he's out of touch or not, but it was a bit strange, right? This is the latest issue of the Empire magazine. There's an Avatar: Way of Water special. But it also seemingly reveals that there's a lot of fluff in this movie. I know lots of people could be really annoyed with me, but just wait. I've got a reason why I've said that. Because he says, "I don't want anybody whining about length when they sit and binge watch television for 8 hours. I can almost write this part of the review. It's like, give me an effing break. I've watched my kids sit and do 5 one-hour episodes in a row." Right, okay. So, one, how old are your kids? Because, I mean, is this just aimed at children? Because adults can't do 5 hours in a row without needing to eat, piss, do other things. You just can't. Like, you got to shuffle a little bit because your back hurts. I mean, come on, James. You wouldn't sit there and do 5 one-hour episodes in a row, would you, mate? You're minimising your audience there just a little bit. But then he says this. Here's the big social paradigm shift that has to happen. It's okay to get up and go pee. But people don't get up and go pee because normally you miss something. Because every scene serves a purpose of the story. Unless, of course, your film is made purely for visuals. Then it doesn't really matter that much. Is that what we're getting? Again, just a visual-based film, not a story-based one? I don't know. Again, there's going to be lots of people really angry. I'm aware. But you tell me what this says to you. And be honest with yourself. If he's saying, you know, it's absolutely fine to get up and go take a piss, mate, you could miss 5-10 minutes worth once you're walking, dependent on your theatre size, of course, where you're walking from the theatre room, the cinema room, screen, to the toilet, going to the toilet, using the toilet, washing your hands, and going back to your bloody seat. That could be 5 or 10 minutes. That could be really important to most films. So it does sound like there's going to be a lot of fluff in this film. Or at the very least, it's just a visual-based film, again. Which I think is a shame. But then, wait. He's already started flip-flopping on Avatar 4 and 5. So, is this that much of a shock? Need I remind everyone that he got the rights back to Predator. He got the rights back to Terminator, sorry. I've just done a Predator video. We got the rights back to Terminator recently, and he sold them back to the production company, the studio that made Genesis. I know it's Genesis, shut up. And he fully backed Terminator Dark Fate. In fact, some of it was his ideas. So, I appreciate a good James Cameron film. I really do. But people put him on the same level of, you know, sort of very peculiar uncriticisable status like Ridley Scott. Both these people have made or have been assigned to, attached to garbage. But anyway, he's now coming out and saying, I'm not going to be potentially directing Avatar 4 and 5, which to me says he's not going to. And he's just putting it out there now. So, interesting, because that is what would make loads of people go and watch it, I think, actually, is that it is James Cameron. But maybe he's hoping that the movies will carry themselves past him, and then he won't need to be attached to it, I guess. I don't know. And in fairness, these are really grueling. Like, he's, you know, a fairly old guy. I don't disagree that he's not going to want to do it any longer. But I think a lot of people are only giving him the benefit of the doubt because it's him. The Avatar films themselves are kind of all confusing, he admits. What? I've got some other things I'm developing as well that are exciting. What? While Cameron is the one who came up with the idea to tell the story he's dreamed up over a total of 5 Avatar movies, the director told Empire Online that he may enlist another director to finish this sweeping epic. The Avatar films themselves are kind of all-consuming. Sorry, I sort of said confusing. All-consuming. I've got some other things I'm developing as well that are exciting. I think eventually over time, I don't know if that's after 3 or after 4, I'll want to pass the baton to a director that I trust to take over so I can go do some other stuff that I'm also interested in. Or maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't sound like he's that committed. Movie 4 is a corker. It's a mother effer. I actually hope I get to make it. What? But it depends on market forces. So it's not confirmed. Do you remember before this was actually confirmed? This was apparently all completely confirmed. It was going to be filmed all back to back to back to back to back. Now, things are changing. It's not confirmed. So it depends on market forces. 3 is in the can, so it's coming out regardless. I really hope that we get to make 4 and 5 because it's one big story, ultimately. Interesting. Interesting revelations, I think, that'll, you know, get a few panties in a twist. I get it, but nonetheless, it's important to raise these things. Let me know what you think down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out my Teespring store. Supporting the channel via this way does go a long way. But also, not only that, you do get to wear some awesome merch. These are one-of-a-kind designs designed for me by my graphic designer. We, of course, have our Clown World line, which is in mugs, hoodies, t-shirts. We've got Space Jeebus. And then for something a little bit different, we, of course, have right down at the bottom right here, we have our Pulsar GTIR. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out and supporting my second channel, which is Car Nonsense. This is a vlog and car channel. You can find links to this in the description box, along with my Teespring. Please do consider supporting.